Confuse the darkness with light. I'm done feeling bad, sorry for myself. I know the devil's a lie.
Whoa, man, look at you guys. You're the greatest people on the face of the planet. This is JJ with your Sarah Fire, and I'm bringing you the worst news you'll ever hear in your life. Fantasy draft has been removed from Madden. Folks, whenever I get a brand new game, the first thing I do is start a franchise mode and do a fantasy draft. For me, it's the best way to find out who the best players in the league are. Then after I play for a couple years, then I start to go back to regular seasons or created teams, and I just start looking at people. I'm like, oh yeah, that's that player that did really good that year. He was on this whatever team. He's actually supposed to be on the Bills. Oh, okay, that's cool. And I have a blast with fantasy draft. But folks, this is a complete episode of everything that you need to know about Madden 13 connected careers from the coaching perspective. Folks, this right here is my Kansas City Chiefs, the very first franchise I ever did in Madden. As soon as I got the game in, first thing I did was hit fantasy. Folks, so this is from last September. This gameplay is going to be some of my first gameplay you have ever seen in your life. Folks, this is some of the most exciting times of Madden. When you first get the game and you first get in and you start to explore and find out different ways the game is, and you're not trying to like do anything better than anybody else, but you're just trying to find out what's so cool and what's so awesome about this year's game. Folks, I don't even play a game for at least 2 days because I'm just looking through menus, simulating, trying to figure out what the end of the season looks like. That way I know what I should do during the season. And of course you're going to get tons of those videos from me, but I'm going to spend the rest of this time, I'm going to highlight my first 3 games with this Kansas City Chiefs fantasy draft team. As you can see, it's led by Matt Ryan and Maurice Jones-Drew. Awesome first three games of the season. Not a long video, but I'm going to continue to do these things, and I'm going to continue to talk about Madden Ultimate Team while highlighting this. I did a long time ago, I did a highlight video for the Kansas City Chiefs stating that, hey, you know, I did like a trailer, and you can check out that link or just search in my videos for the Chiefs and you'll see it. And I did this real awesome fantasy trailer for it. So this is the completion of that. I said coming this summer. You know, it was really cool because it was last summer, like September, October, where I made it. But folks, I'm telling you what, this right here, Madden 13, is probably going to be the greatest game you have ever seen played with Madden. They're doing brand new things. Folks, I'm just going to go through this. When you jump into this mode, you're going to be in connected careers mode. You can choose to be a player. You can choose to be a coach. You can choose to be a legend. Whenever you choose to be a legend, you get the rookie version of that player. So it's not like a 99 overall boosted player. If you haven't checked out my MUT videos, check out those two. They have a lot of information on Madden 13. But we're just going to start by saying that you can manage your online connected careers, just you, on the web. You can control what goes on in your league. You can scout. You can do different things online. You can do it online, just like the Online Dynasty in NCAA 13. And last year when I made my videos about Madden 12, you know, when we were playing Madden 11, saying, hey, man, I wish Madden 12 would let us control our franchise in the offseason. I really wish. So they actually give us that control. There's progress. You progress your players either weekly or every 4 weeks or at the end of the season. Folks, this is something I've been dying for. Sometimes, why would you do it weekly? Because every single week your player ratings may change, or you can wait for 4 weeks so you can group them up where your players are progressing over 4 weeks, or you could just progress like at the end of the year like Madden has been doing it. Folks, that is a big key feature. I am so proud of Madden for putting that in. I'm really excited about that. It's MaddenCareer.com is where you're going to be doing this at. You can do 3 years with Rex Ryan as a coach, then jump in. Exact same franchise, the same exact one, not creating a new one. This is crucial. You can now control like Tim Tebow and do like a player version. You can, but if you create a player or create a coach, and if you retire, which means you're done with that player retires from the NFL. He no longer exists. You can get fired as a coach. You can take that coach, like say you play Rex Ryan for 3 years, then you're tired of coaching the whole team. When you play from the coaching perspective, you control the whole game. You control offense, defense, and kicking, special teams, sorry. I'm just so excited about this. You control everything. When you play as a player, you only control your player. It's like a Road to Glory mode or a Superstar mode. So it's absolutely epic. Those are the cool things. You can change it. You can actually change teams. I believe they didn't say for sure, but I believe it's at the end of the year only when you can change it. But if you're a creative team or a creative player or a creative coach, that coach will retire and someone else will take over while you take over another player. So you get the best of both worlds. I'm probably going to do like coach 1 year, play as another player in another year, and you can't create a player though in the middle though. You cannot create another one. You can only take control of a current player or current coach. You can choose another coach. You can coach another team. It's like an exemplified version of create a team, change a team at the end of the year. There's about 101 goals for a coach. You can purchase upgrades. I'll talk about that a little later. You have a legacy score. You have levels, 4 levels of a coach. The highest level, level 4, Coughlin, is going to have the highest demands on him, and he must meet all of those demands or else he could be fired. So I'm probably going to go after level 1 and really just build it all the way up. Coaching traits. You can actually, this is how you purchase things to benefit yourself. You're going to benefit, like every week, you can actually reduce the XP required for traits and abilities. You can increase the scouting points per week for everybody, just the amount of points that you get for scouting. You can actually, you won't be able to like increase a player's awareness or a player's stat, like or individual rating, but you can increase that player's progression throughout the season, which is really awesome. Like the quarterbacks, the halfbacks, the left ends, the right ends. You can actually progress them like by adding more that you can, like whoever's in that position, which is kind of nice. You can actually like purchase a thing to prevent your quarterback from retiring, or any position player. You can, but it's all individually. It's not all together. You can do it for the off season. You can have a tendency to be able to pick up a quarterback free agent, and when you buy that, you have a better shot at getting a free agent, which is really nice because like every team has different ratings for different players. Like if that team, like the Raiders, like really fast wide receivers, so a fast wide receiver would be rated about 10 points higher than, let's say, the Patriots, who don't need fast receivers, they need route runners. So the Patriots may rate that guy as 70 because all he's got is speed, but the Raiders may rate that guy as an 85 because that's the kind of player they like. So the ratings are going to be different, but they're not different. The player's rating is going to be the same exact thing, but the overall rating for that player on that team is going to be different because it's only going to take into account the ratings that matter, the speed, the agility, you know what I mean? For instance, oh, I think you get it. Yeah, hit me a like button, man. This is going to be an epic series. I'm going through the whole season, and I'm going to do some really fun stuff, highlighting all these amazing plays, amazing game versus the Chargers and stuff. You have real draft picks. So if you start out this year with the Raiders have traded their top 3, or like the Redskins have traded like their first the next 3 years their first round pick, that's actually going to carry over into this Madden experience, which is really cool. You can turn on autopilot when you're playing online version. So let's say you're not going to be there that week, you can put it on autopilot, and that you don't have to kick the player, so that way they don't have to like when you play an online franchise, usually if a player can't show up, I have to kick that player, then re-invite them because they weren't there that week. But you can actually put it on autopilot, just like NCAA. They were thinking like I was thinking. You have story mode where it's like, you know, the newspaper we used to have back in Madden 06? Folks, I've done videos on this for the past 3 years. They putting it in there, story mode, the top stories, Peyton Manning playing for the Broncos, Kurt Warner maybe coming back from retirement. Those things are happening throughout this thing, and it's absolutely amazing. There is a scouting combine. That's pretty nice. Some other things, if you're on the same console, you can only have 1 player per league. You can't have 2 players on the same exact console playing for an online franchise. Like if you have a brother at your house, you can't both play the same Madden with, you know, be on the same console with the same name, which is pretty decent. I'm actually going to have to stop here because oh, there's going to be coaching goals, and during these goals, you can have, like, progress throughout the week. Let's say you get a certain XP for getting 3 TDs that week, or whatever, and if you get 6 TDs, it doesn't double it. It's just simply meet the goal, get the XP. Milestones throughout your whole career, 75 players in the Pro Bowl, win the Super Bowl. Throughout the season, you'll have a certain amount of wins that are expected of you. Team types and players' overall ratings change. Folks, this is it right here. That's it. I'm going to be highlighting some more amazing stuff when you're not the coach, when you're the player. And when you're the player, look at Maurice Jones-Drew here. Overtime, first handoff, game-winning TD in overtime versus Peyton Manning and the Chargers fantasy draft, folks. When I played this game, it was at an all-pro level. Just take my word for it. I just remember it. It's all-pro skill level, but that is all the information I have that I've studied about Madden 13 Connected Careers mode when you choose to be the coach, and when a little bit of information when it comes to the online franchise. I'm going to be highlighting another video from the perspective, like through the Chiefs' perspective, through the Chiefs' whole year. You're going to see the whole year and see how well we did, and I'm going to be highlighting different games and groups of games, but I'm going to be highlighting next what it's like to be a player in Connected Careers mode. So please rate, comment, and subscribe. I've got to have you comment on this video. Let me know what you think. We will talk to you later. Peace! Follow me on Twitter, Fire, and enjoy your life. Peace.